Welcome back to
Karma Adventures!
Today's video will be very different from our usual videos because we wanted to share with you guys how much we spent in our trip to Ksamil in Albania.
And at the end of this video, we'll show you how much we spent in total.
And hopefully this will help you when you plan your trip to Ksamil. I'm Carol.
And I'm Max.
Let's get into the video. We went to Ksamil in May 2024. This is not high season.
The high season is from July up until August. However, we will be mentioning high season costs.
So first things first, the thing that's most expensive when traveling, the flights. We paid £195 for a return ticket with Ryanair, and we flew from London Stansted to Tirana Airport.
Now we were doing some research, and in high season this price totally doubles. If you go for the same days from a Saturday up until a Monday, you can expect to pay around £450 return ticket for 2 people.
And this is really expensive, especially when you add up all the other costs that we'll be talking about throughout this video.
Now that we've got the flights, how do we get from Tirana Airport to Ksamil?
We decided to rent a car with Ryanair when we were buying the flight tickets. But we would highly recommend that you probably don't do that because we had a pretty bad experience. Basically, we paid for the car rental and we added insurance through Ryanair to that cost, and the total was £81, which I think was pretty good. However,
with the car rental company that we went with, which is called Go Mobility, they mentioned to us that the insurance that we bought didn't cover young driver insurance. So basically we had to pay another insurance once we arrived to the car rental place. And that was an extra £93.
And of course, when renting a car, you need to pay for fuel. We only used the car from Tirana Airport to Ksamil and from Ksamil back to Tirana Airport. This is how many kilometers we drove, and we paid £70.
Now, when you're looking for accommodation in Ksamil, you can go to the extreme end of expensive hotels or a bit more budget. We decided to go spot on in the middle. So even though it wasn't on the expensive range, the hotel that we chose was incredible. For 2 nights at this hotel, we paid £85.
But remember that if you're planning to go in high season for the same hotel that we stayed in and the same weekdays, you can expect to pay around £221. So I guess we did stay in a luxurious hotel.
And I think you start seeing the trend that in high season costs more than double.
And just a tip, when you're booking hotels, if you use booking.com, this is not sponsored by the way, make sure that you create an account because the more stays you do, the more points you accumulate, and you can start to get free room upgrades, discounts, and even free breakfast in some hotels.
That sounds really good. Now, once you are in Ksamil, what do you actually pay for? We've broken it down to food, activities, and souvenirs.
In the first night, for 2 pizzas and a bottle of water, we paid £21.
Which is not bad. I think this is just an average meal for 2 people.
And then on the next day, because we knew we were doing activities, we decided to get some snacks at the supermarket.
And here we spent £12. But the items that we saw on the shelves, they pretty much cost the same as anywhere else. So just because it's Albania, don't think it's going to be much cheaper, especially in Ksamil, as it's such a touristic place. And for the second dinner that we had, we paid £25. And this was for a pizza and pasta.
A bit more expensive, but we did have views to the sea and the sunset.
And yes, we ate a lot of pizza in Albania because it's spectacular.
And now for the best activity you can do in Ksamil, visiting the inhabited islands. We did it on a kayak, which cost £25 for the whole day.
Initially, we were meant to pay €40, but we ended up paying €30.
All you gotta do is just try and ask for a discount. It tends to work. And now, something that we didn't do was sunbathing.
All the beaches in Ksamil are packed with sunbeds. Now, you do have to pay for this. And doing our research, we found out that in high season, you can expect to pay around €10 up to €20 for a whole day.
Which is not that bad, but our hotel actually had sunbeds all over the place, so we didn't have to pay for anything.
And last but not least, our last expense in Albania was a souvenir, which we decided to do an unboxing with you guys. So we went last month and we still haven't opened it, so we're going to see it for the first time in ages.
I've actually never seen it because I was in the toilet when Mike bought it. Oh, it's so cute! Let me see it. Oh my god, it's so cute! Oh, It's kind of like the one we have from Morocco as well. Oh, I love it. Max literally told me, I just bought a random magnet. It is just the flag of Albania. So I literally pictured a square magnet with the flag of Albania. This is amazing.
I guess this is a little surprise. And for this magnet, we paid £4. Now, it did feel a bit pricey. It is a souvenir, but let us know, is this quite a lot of money for this plate?
Worth every penny. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. How much did we actually spend in 2 days going to Ksamil in Albania? Well, unless we've been adding up with a calculator as we went along, we actually spent £611 for 2 days in Ksamil, Albania. That's so much! This was such an interesting video to make because we didn't realize that we spent £600 on a 2-day trip. That is crazy. I think it's the most money we've ever spent on a 2-day trip.
It was a special weekend though. It was Carol's birthday, so it was a little surprise.
Worth every penny once again. Anyway, let us know in the comments how much you spent in your trip to Albania and if you think our trip was cheap in comparison to yours.
We hope you've enjoyed this video.
Thank you so much for watching.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.